It's Kingslayer time, and today we're gonna, for you guys most likely, but for all of us I guess, we're gonna take a look at my Season 2 reactions, or rather what I would like to talk about in this video, and the intro's just fucking everything up, so never mind that. We saw a couple things already in trailers and leaks and all that, and this is my first time actually putting it on my own PS4 too, so I know about the new main menu, so we will see how everything turns out. So it's everything raw. I didn't creating. Okay, that's new. Okay, but as I said, most likely I'm not going to cover everything from this Season 2. Just this thing that's maybe important to me, and that I would like to talk about, I guess, that I would like to take a look on in this video. So I'm not gonna not gonna go through the entire Season 2, because most of the stuff that we get added to the game is something we will learn by playing it. So I would double that otherwise if I would now talk over it and then just learning it in the couple streams that I do afterwards. So that's new to me. Creating save data for additional characters. Since when do we have to do this? Are they adding like 500 characters? Okay. Okay, threw me off entirely. Everything right now. The first thing I just instantly see, I don't know why I want to mention it, is that the background, the moving background, doesn't have 60 frames, it looks like. That's just what I have to see right now. Okay, let me read. Version blah 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 is here. Tekken 7 Season Pass 2 is here. In addition to new characters and features, a slew of balance adjustments have also been implemented. Yeah, buffing, homing electrics, yeah. Trust me. I mean, it sounds... Never, I'm gonna get to the point later. New characters. Support Anner and Lei. Adjustments have been made to balance. Large-scale adjustments, that's true, like every character. New features, basic combos and assists. So maybe we're gonna take a look at that, because I saw something from the trailer and I expected it this way, and they implemented it exactly the way I have imagined it. So usability improvements, certain portions of the user interface. Yeah, of course, that's been revamped. You just see this. Oh, another one. Ranks, yeah, okay, rank meter, yeah, rank point display. That was crazy. When I saw this meter, it reminded me on the treasure gauge of the arcade version from Tekken 7. It's exactly the same. It just shows the rank progress now. It will be now displayed after battles where promoted or demoted. Rank points adjustments. Adjustments have been made to rank points and changed to points based on battle's outcome. I heard about that. That the rank points adjustment in general has been fixed too, okay. Rank promotions. Adjustments have been made to rank progression gains by other characters when your highest ranked character is promoted. Adjustments. So they're gonna get promoted in the higher steps or smaller steps? Another. Oh my god, yo, like, bring out a new Tekken game. Oh my god. Changing up the whole game here, hold up. Basic combos and assists. Basic combos, square, 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 triangle, triangle, triangle. You can perform a basic combo with any character by pressing square or triangle in a succession at the right timing. This feature is useful for, yeah, of course, for newcomers, as I said before. You can turn basic controller setup in your... Yeah, okay. Assists. You can execute one of 4 preset moves. I don't even gonna read further, because that's instantly gonna put up the idea to my head. If you're gonna have assist on, can you just perform electrics now? Maybe we're gonna have to take a look at that. Assist button and pressing a punch or kick button, okay. Oh, so punch and kick, so like 1+2 or something like that. So it seems like movement is not included. So you still need to have the timing for the adjustment, but we have to take a look at that. You can unleash devastating combo by holding and then pressing, yeah, of course, L1 shows up the assist and then you can just do the combos. All combos are based on type A controls and the control, oh, okay. And that's it, okay. Oh, no, okay. They just throw me right into basic combos off, on. I mean, I don't need that, but we're gonna take a look at that, so I think we should maybe add it later on. So, confirm and exit. Just leave it off. Do you want to try our basic combos in assist and practice mode? Shall we do this? I would like to take a look at the menu, but I'm gonna try it out later manual, sorry. You can adjust the settings anytime, yeah, of course. You could tell me that before you ask me, you know, but okay, Harada, okay. Okay, there you go. I like the design, really. Of course, showing up different characters, that's cool. But now I'm asking, why didn't they did this from the very beginning? That's good. Better than before, that's true. Also, as I said, I like the new design of the main menu, that it is to the side now. I like that. And also the art of the text has been slightly changed due to the fact that it's to the side. I really like that. But I heard you can also do your customized background, so maybe we should start with oh, maybe we should start with that. Display settings most likely, I guess. Okay, maybe I can't find it. Maybe I'm just stupid to find it. Display news, of course. Season Pass 2 downloadable content. Yeah. We all have to purchase that. I haven't. As I said, I just downloaded Season 2 and I haven't purchased one of these. So, we're gonna do that. But now we're gonna take a look at what we're gonna... Let's take a look. That's the thing that's most important for me. So we're gonna take a look at Jin's changes. Oh, look at, oh my god, that looks great, really. That looks great, even with the loading screen, like that's good. That's really good.
Welcome to the King of Iron Fist Tournament 7.
Okay, first up they enhanced the roster. To be honest, it was kind of expected due to the fact that we'll live up so much more characters. It looks more like Tekken 6 now. That's really, that's okay by me. That's rude. They're showing you the characters you don't have. They're showing you them. That's rude. But okay, yeah, of course all four Mishima are still in the same spot. That's okay. That's okay. Yeah, I saw that in the screenshot too. That also, I understand why they did this. Because you had just 10 seconds and you were scrolling through the whole list. But I preferred the old one. I just like the design of it, I guess. But they could have also, I mean, they had two options. This option, or just enhancing the title. I'm sorry. Enhancing the time you have to pick a stage. But I guess this is the best solution they could have made, I guess. Probably just gonna take a time to get used to, but again, it looks more like Tekken 6 to me now. And I like that you still can see some type of design touches from previous Tekkens. I like that. And it still shows the preview of the stage from different angles. I like that. Yeah. Nothing wrong with that, I guess. We're all gonna get used to it quickly, trust. Of course, it offers you way quicker overview. Want to pick up, like my favorite stage, for example, and you want to pick that up, you can instantly see this and go down. That's true. That's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get used to that. They didn't make it worse or better. They made it more efficient. Let's put it this way. But when it comes to style and representing, it's the same level as before. I tell you that. It's for me the same level as before. Yeah. Again, rude, not showing you the stages you haven't brought yet, so that's kinda okay, but you know, we're gonna roll with that. Okay. Now in the practice mode. it's gonna get future guiding what I'm gonna see here. Not because of the changes, not because of the balancing, because the thing I'm most concerned of since Evo went down. I don't want to go. I don't know how we're gonna start this up. I think I'm gonna take a first look at the new transitions and new things that they added up to Jhin, and waiting a little bit with that Wallbounce analysis. So I know you have the transition after this now. What I'm most interesting is that I saw his counter hit for the reaction supposed to be changed for some reason. I would like to check that first. Okay. Yo, that is launching now. That's, hold up. Yo, that's strong. Look at that. Just give me a one standing 4 and you have like 60 point of damage, or like wall carry like crazy. Look at that. You see? Look at that. Look at the depth. Oh my god. And you know what? I can set up counter hits pretty well just from 4-4. Having this tool in it. That's strong. Oh god. Look at that. That's really... And it offers you enormous wall carry. Yo, that's strong. I ain't gonna lie. Okay. Nasty. It seems like that's it has potential to whiff, but you can also, yeah, you can also just do that instantly. Yeah. Let me try something else though, because my performance is not on point right now. I I have no idea. Oh my god, you can even do that? Okay. But I guess if you do crouch dash 1, you have just a spin around animation as usual. Yeah, as I said, just a spin around animation. But that's... I mean, you saw the moments where it says high in the hitbox after discounted it, and usually that's the hitbox for a mid, like that. And it says high. But okay. There, you have enough time to implement the electric there. That's actually really strong if you consider like pressure tools, for example. Let me set up counter it to show it easier. If you do pressure strings like that, just with this, and then throwing out that on counter it, that's strong. That's really... Yeah, and that's kind of tricky to set up, I guess. Maybe you just have to get you just have to get a good Y standing 4, and then you can do that. So now let's take a look at the transition. Reset, just reset. That's mad quick though. Look at the plus frames you get after the one hits. By the time he has retaliated. That's almost a combo. But you don't have this high crush potential no more. Look. There's not this much evasiveness in this. And I do know that this lockdown option is gone now too. This lockdown option is not there anymore. Because usually you either interrupt it there, at the stance, here. Otherwise, the only way to get around the ZDS 1+2 is to block it. And on block it gives Jhin pushback, and it's safe on block. You couldn't duck it. Now you can duck. After this hit, you can duck now. And that's the lockdown is gone, and that was effective to see if he's pestering you with like button presses like crazy. This is gone now. He can duck that now. After this, he can get hit by that, and then you lead him into a mix-up, I guess. So these variations with 1-2 become way more handy, even after this. Look, you can do that. Maybe that. No transition as I do it the whole time over. Just keeping the tool for pressure. It's entirely up to you when you do this transition. But of course you access this. Like, you have instant access to sweeps and electrics. There. That's perfect. If you're pressuring your opponent and he's guessing where the next attack is coming from, and you just shock him with staying still, and then transition into a wave dash mix-up. If you take more time, you're probably gonna even get a forward 3 in. Let me test. It's kinda tricky to cancel that, I ain't gonna lie, but there. Mix-up possibilities are there. Just getting used to it. The next thing I know, but that's not even worth mentioning, it's the hitbox of this move has been extended. That's good. I mean, it's a powerful move to expand the hitbox, is good. Yeah, I mentioned the ZDS transition is not a lockdown anymore. You can duck that now. Hey, you can already see. You see a different animation already just by this move itself. And on regular wall splat, you just get an additional damage of 1, I guess. Let me look. I think 1. This way you have 24. Okay. Did they took off the wall hit damage now? I think. You don't get additional damage from the wall hit itself no more, okay. Maybe from the Wallbounce then, that might be a thing. Because I heard the crouch animation has been changed. It always was hard to set up a high crush with this move itself. But it seems like it's still there slightly. There. You see? There. There it went through. There. It seems like the window when the high crush actually is there has been expanded. So it's even harder to set up this move with a high crush potential. But it was always high. It seems like it's even harder now. There. Okay. Now let's go to the thing that I'm most concerned of. As I said, I mean, that's my advantage I'm gonna give you guys that. I watched a lot of times this wall bounce animation just to get used to it. If it is something that I maybe can get along with when I get used to it. That's why I really took a lot of times just over and over into this animation. This flying away already looks too much for me. Just look at the distance. That's on G-Cup helipad. You're probably already one more wave dash. Like for example, you do this, and then this wall. You don't get. Maybe you're not gonna get the wall bounce, but you're gonna have the opponent at the wall already. But let's face my fear, really. Shall we go instantly awkward into this and just do it from right here? That's the problem I have with this Wallbounce, because it just looks freaking ridiculous to me. Let me do this. I want to see it like maybe a bit better. Let me just put it this way. Okay. Let's take a look at that. Injustice. Okay. Another one. We're getting closer, and it looks more and more ridiculous. Look, he's pushing me back. Just with this animation. I don't even walk or something. Take a look at my feet. As soon as he's bouncing back to me, like a freaking volleyball or something, he pushes me back even though I do nothing. Look at that. You see this? Even it's just slightly like that. He's pushing you back. Look at that. There, you're crossing the black line on Jin's foot right there. You're crossing that with the move. And by this animation, he's pushing you back. Look at this. Look at the feet. You crosses this. And look where you're at now. Just the animation pushes you back. And again, you don't have any additional wall hit damage. It's still 24 damage. You just have wall hits. That's the damage of this move. 24. It's not gonna get enhanced. But it's... Let's put it this way. All Wallbounce moves are getting launch properties at wall. I think that's how you can call it. This move is now a launcher at the wall. And with this, of course, it's increasing the damage at the wall. So let me try. That was my first thing I would like to see if that's possible. It probably is, but of course I do not know the effective way or the strongest possibilities now. It's just me randomly trying this. Look. Imagine a 50-50 mix-up situation there, and you guess wrong. You're getting a full combo out of this move. Wow. And that's just what I said from the very beginning. The wall damage was already crazy enough. It requires you to pay even more attention. And just a slightly hesitation can cost you the half bar. Wow. And that's probably not even the strongest version. That's just, you just can refresh it with a simple 4. Wow. And the thing is, look, you just saw this from this combo as well. After I initiate the screw and then wall splat with the 4, I have to actually dash in because of this beautiful animation. Yeah, because of this beautiful animation, you have to dash in because it pushes you back automatically. Look, there. Of course you can initiate the Savage Sword instantly. But this is less damaging. Let me try it with an electric. Okay, but you can get you can get a 2 as wall pickup, so to speak, in. Let me test something. Does it rebounds? Or rather, can you have... It's the order now. You have the wall bounce, and after that the wall splat. Can you have the wall splat first, and then the wall bounce? Let me see this. Hold up. I'm trying with an electric. Okay, hold up. Okay, you cannot. From all moves, of course. You cannot. Yeah, okay, you have this order. Okay, that ain't gonna work. What the f... From and what, like, I don't even know if that was the strongest version. Oh my god, 68! If you land 2 of these. Imagine you're already at the wall and the opponent has already damaged. If you consider the fact you have an opponent that does not even hesitate, it's the entire opposite, he's just mashing buttons. You sidestep a move or just make his move whiff. You launch him with an electric or a can. You're gonna have him at the wall and 50% of his health are gone. You initiate a Wallbounce. Now, for example, in I'm talking about Jin's case, and you do another combo of 68 damage. Oh my, he's like another down 4, and he's done. Wow. I'm honest, I don't even know if that was necessary to enhance the war game with this. I mean, in general, I'm still, as I said, I only had the advantage that I slightly got used to this animation, but this is something that annoys. Maybe I can get used to this animation, but the fact that it will probably annoy me, maybe even years later, is the fact that he's pushing you back even though you do nothing. That's something that annoys me, really, I ain't gonna lie. Why isn't he just not stopping with the animation when he's coming, when he's facing you? No, he's pushing you back even though you do nothing. Let me try to get a ZDS 1+2, and I would like to see if I can enhance the Wallbounce to get a high wall splat. Maybe we need a couple more. Yeah, maybe we need some distance here. Oh my! What the fuck? Can you do it up close too? Okay, you can, but it does not give you a high wall splat. It's basically useless, so you need distance for it. Okay, that magically whiffed for some reason. What about a wide standing 3? Okay, doesn't even connect. Yeah, that was just, yeah, okay, hold up. That's like the perfect 64. We're talking on a what, like that's crazy. Because I needed to learn hard combos to do this type of damage. You just initiate a Wallbounce and you get that. I would always say it's ridiculous how high they buff the wall damage with this move. Of course you have to land the move. Of course you have to set it up. The opponent has to be getting hit by it. But we have to wait and see how it is in an actual combat. We're gonna take another section of this because I think I covered Jin's changes and those that were most important. And I'm gonna cut the video in several parts. So we're gonna jump to the next session where I try this Wallbounce and a couple of combo variations on a smaller stage. Not just G-Cop Helipad in general. On a smaller stage, so that the video is not gonna get too long. And we're gonna see us in the next stage for a new couple beginner combo possibilities and own custom combos. Okay, Mishima Dojo, let's just start right into it. A combo I have imagined that beginners most likely will use because it gives them a wall. So let's try that. Almost. Let me reset all this. Don't do stand and approach. Do nothing, exactly. Hold up. As I said, look where he's at. Instant wall situation. That's what beginners will do most likely. And giving it an advanced player, this tool, just from a simple look. You can land that, trust. Okay. That was interesting. I really expected, I mean, that was obvious that he's gonna hit the wall low. But you don't get a Wallbounce. That's interesting. Let me see this again. Maybe. Look into my eyes and listen closely. Maybe you can just get this Wallbounce from the move itself, and not when he is used in a combo. That, on the other hand, would be balanced again. If just a simple move offers you this much damage, then it would be balanced. But if you can't get it out of a combo, because you saw it again, it definitely not the height. The height isn't the issue. It seems like you can just get this Wallbounce from the move itself. That is a good thing, because this way Jin's down 1 was a useless move. Now he's a wall option to offer this much damage. But you can't do, like, for example, hold up, let me approach. You can't do this. Hold up, I want to see that. Maybe the distance wasn't perfect. There, you can't do this, I guess. That was mistimed. That didn't even hit the wall. Yeah. It seems like that's Jin's only Wallbounce move. Just from the move itself, you get the Wallbounce. That's, you know what this actually means for this whole situation? This actually means, I mean, I was aware of that I was annoyed of the animation. I'm still annoyed a little from this animation. But I was aware of that you most likely will see such a Wallbounce maybe in one game twice. With this, it's an entirely, solely wall game option. It looks balanced, because you can't use it after a combo. And I think that's just what I realized when I did the 63 damage combo. I'll show you that real quick, and maybe you can get what I mean by that. If you're in a match and you have forced the opponents back to the wall already, you're already fired up enough. And that's what I said, that's where Tekken gets crispy. At these wall games, at the wall games, at the mind games, at the wall, that's where Tekken gets powerful. And if you do this animation and you're so fired up already, I mean, first up, that's really stupid. Let me just call it stupid, it's my opinion. That it pushes you back, and because of it, you have to do... Okay, that was a weird angle, but you saw it on the geometric plane stage. Sometimes you have to dash in to get the 2 as wall splat pickup, so to speak, in. It's not the case here. That's up close, you can get it in. I think just by looking so closely to this animation, you will realize the pushback. But in a real match, when you're fired up and you want to go into the intense phase of Tekken at the wall, because you're so fired up, I guess you will not even notice this animation that it pushes you back. Matter of fact, if you have these situations, you're not noticing it at all. If you have this, you're not noticing that, because you don't have to necessarily dash in again. But I guess it depends on the angle, but it also depends if you're confident enough to use down 1, because we have seen the high crush potential is lower now. If you're confident enough to use it from here to get a Wallbounce from this distance, that probably change, because you have to also do a different variation to get a wall splat. 4 will probably not be enough. There. So you maybe have to rely on ZDS1+2, for example. If you do it from here, look. And that's 64. 1 point more damaging. You can actually get, hold up, let me try this combo and then we're gonna switch up to the next section. Section, sorry. Trust me, that works. Seems like really, I mean, this combo is only consistent if you really see the perfect wall bounce for it. There. I mean, my execution is not on point right now, but it is working for sure. There again, if you use ZDS 1+2, it's somewhere inconsistent on a certain distance. There. So it is. I'm happy that you can't convert to Wallbounce as soon as you're in a combo. That kind of keeps the old war game, or the old way, the old Tekken way on how to initiate the war game is still the same. But these moves are getting a new buff with this Wallbounce in addition, which ends up, or rather results in this combo damage. If you consider it from Jin's perspective, this type of buff is useful to him because down one was a useless move. Now it's a reliable wall game option. And I guess with that being said, we're gonna jump to the last thing. Or maybe not even the last. Let's take a look at the rank meter. Online ranks. Your online rank will change as you fight in ranked matches. Defeating opponents of a similar rank will award you with more rank points, while losing matches will cost. Of course, we know that. Ranked matchmaking. Interesting, let me read this. You can set rank restrictions to 1+2, +/-2 only, okay. When searching for a match to fight against. That's just the thing that I'm doing always. If you're having trouble finding opponents, try using... Okay, that is not even worth an explanation. That's common sense. Okay, we're gonna jump into a ranked match, and then we're gonna see how the rank meter looks like. Quick note though, I wanted to cut out this part. Are you realizing that what you're just seeing there? I mentioned that at the very start, they changed the way on how much the side characters getting ranked up alongside with your main. Look at Heihachi. He was Grandmaster, and usually the rest were fighters. They are all warriors now. Let me just make this quick. Heihachi reaches goal, he's warrior now. That's number one. I didn't really expect that. That's kind of, for me it's cool right now, like that he's on warrior now. I ain't gonna lie. But in general, you're having a higher rank now. As soon as your main character is ranked up as well. So now you don't have anyone else. As soon as you're Vanquisher, you don't have anyone on Fighter. You have everyone on Warrior. Now it feels really rewarding that I got Vanquisher 2 months back. And that's something I didn't even thought of. That's actually a pretty nice thing to do from Bandai Namco. Imagine someone plays ranked and all his characters got, or a lot of his characters got demoted. Like in my case, Heihachi now. They are all on this state now. That's pretty kind. So I wanted to go on with Heihachi anyways. But I didn't expect that. I didn't expect that at all. So I'm gonna cut this part out so you guys don't have to wait, and then we're gonna just get back, not at the ranked match, but at the moment where I win or lose. Okay, and that was the meter right there. Look. You start up there. Okay, that's interesting. Of course it was like a promotion or such. Because of the whole patch. Or update. And that was pretty interesting. So you could clearly see, yeah, of course we all knew that we're gonna start up at the neutral state of the rank. And it shows that basically there's nothing else to say about it. It just shows that. That's good to know. So that was it. Now let's jump to the next section. Okay, now we're going into practice mode. I turn on the settings for this assist thing. So we're gonna get in that. Okay. It instantly shows up because I turned it on. So... Oh! Okay. You cannot even you do not even have the access to the usual moves like 1-1. It just instantly leads you into a button mash combo. But you have still the commands for the kicks, but I guess you can set this up. 1+2. There, I just pressed 1+2 and he initiates the combo instantly. And even that was not even an electric. There, that's all you can get from that. Not that. There. And that's just what I explained a lot of you guys too on Twitter. With this whole story assist thing, it's just like combo assist thing. It's gonna be the same as story assist. Nothing too major damage in the combos, just like 55. There. There, that was just me mashing triangle after wave dash and you're getting the God Fist. The regular ones. There. Don't ask me how I did this. There. I just maybe it's just timing? Yeah, maybe it was just timing. There. You don't get this result. And it instantly locks you in. You don't even have access to 112. Of course you can do like that. Not even. I pressed triangle and then I tried to switch in between these combos. You cannot even do that. So it doesn't matter what you're mashing. If you mash the first button square and then triangle right after, you just get this combo. It doesn't matter. And same on triangle. I'm mashing triangle once and the rest is just square. You still get the same triangle combo. What if you switch it up? Not even. I even pressed 3. Okay, so as soon as you lock in with one of these inputs, 1 or 2, doesn't matter what you mash. Now I'm mashing circle. It ends up in the same response. So yeah, definitely just beginners gonna use that. Okay. So that's type A, of course, just like the story mode. And it just says wind God Fist, not electric. So that's what you get then. If you is it just because I turned it to type A? I have it off. In type A. Or is it on? In type A and then? Oh, okay. So you can set this up. If you have type A, Alright, let me see my old settings. And I just turn on the assist. Restore default. So, I guess I have to input my old things again, real quick, hold up. And then plus the assist. Let's just roll with L3. Because if you have basic combos on, you have this, meshing combos. And you have the... Doesn't even matter if on or off. It switches automatically to the assist one. L3 and on. Okay, you can have both too. Okay, you can have both too. And that's the story thing we all know. There, you can... That's what you're supposed to do with the story mode thing. Starting off with the first move and then going through all these moves below. That's just the story thing we know. That's a good addition. Nothing else left to say to it, really. That's just good. Okay. I guess that's everything I would love to cover at the first time, of course. Of course, we could go through all type of changes, but we're gonna go through all of them in the next couple streams. So, the thing I wanted to mention, I want to show you guys and give you my thoughts on, I did this. And, yeah, I guess now it's time to say what I can say about it. I mean, the menu looks good. No major difference in the stage select. Jin's changes in general, he does not have this effect of lockdown no more. They nerfed his big stuff, but buffed his low stuff. His counter is really reliable now. It was always reliable, but it was like a stopping tool, plus an additional down 2. Now it's a launcher on counter it, like forward 4 for example. Adding the new transition, and you can freely decide when you want to use it. So overall, Jin is still the same, like still balance and run around it, but of course with this new Wallbounce he gets the buff in his down 1. I think from his frame data, something I looked up, his down 4 became 1 frame faster on retaliation. It's not minus 5, no hold up, I think it's minus 14. And now it's minus 13 on block. Or was it minus 13, minus 12 now? I don't know, it's just 1 frame difference, and I think it's safe now. Or just... it's still minus 12 or 13, so if you have a Jin mirror match, you still... If Jin blocks the down 4, you can probably launch punish with while standing too. But that's just on a mirror match. So in general it's just good, because that's what the damage has, both on hit and on block, minus, or rather just a neutral. I think it's just slightly minus. I'm not 100% sure of this right now. But yeah, then of course the major change for me was the Wallbounce. As I said, I can probably get used to this animation, but it will take time. And this pushback, you will not notice that in a real match. On some stages you do not even see it at all. Maybe it depends on the angle, but that itself, this for all characters, not just for Jin. They all having a new launching tool at wargame situations. And that doesn't necessarily mean they're gonna refer to that, but if they implement that into their game plan, what they get is enormous amount of damage. That's for sure. And of course right now, with Season 2 just started, a lot of players will do this. But the time will pass, and maybe just, it depends on, because that's something I was aware of from the beginning too, as I mentioned. You're not gonna see like different, like in every round the Wallbounce. It depends on. But I don't think that's the case. Because of the fact you can't do a wall bounce while you're in your combo. So I think that's a pretty good thing. And with this wall bounce and the included damage from the wall bounce became balanced. This way they just buffed a certain move from a character which ends up, or rather which leads to results, which leads this wall bounce to the result. And that's general balanced. That's what I think about it. It's just the way of this animation, which I'm not a fan of. But if I'm seeing Season 2 like that right now, I mean, aside from my ranked match loss, I mean, I didn't care, I wanted to see the meter. That was just what I knew. Lace and Anna's all over the place right now. So no wonder I couldn't even get one round. So, it just showed me why I don't play this character, because this is not the playstyle I like. Like laying around and twisting around and all that. Don't get me wrong, I still like the character, and I'm really happy that he's back in Tekken 7, and he should have been in Tekken 7 from the very beginning. But it's just not this type of style I like, so... And that's probably gonna get difficult to learn for me. In general, I have to learn both, Lei and Anna. But from previous Tekkens, he's laying... From Tekken 2, for example, and he's laying on the ground, doing nothing like that, and just rolling around and all that. That's something I never really liked. But I guess he's a balanced character overall. He must have weaknesses into these moves, so we have to find that out. And yeah, I think that's what I can say. I mean, the only bad thing I can say about Season 2 right now, because I haven't looked at at all patch notes that they made. Jin overall is still balanced. Of course, my personal thing, because it's an effective lockdown option with the ZDS1+2 after back forward 2-3. That shit is duckable now. Out of a Jin player perspective, it's not good. But out of an perspective for someone that is facing Jin, it is balanced. Because I know you couldn't duck it the normal way. And I think that's broken. I'm honest, I think that's broken. You should be able to duck it because it's in high. But a lot of Jin's moves results in a lockdown if you don't interrupt him on the cancel stance. And if you miss this timing, then you get locked down. And that's why I use this transition as well, as a lockdown option. If the opponent misjudged the timing, or is not ready for it, or expecting something else, he get a heavy punish for it. Now they made it easier for the opponent and harder for Jin to set up this 1+2. Because back forward 2-3 was the effective tool to initiate 1+2. Now it's harder to set it up, and the opponent might, now where they have the possibility to duck it, they probably will duck it more often, which leaves more space for a mix-up. So out of a basic stance, after the transition into the stance, things like 1-2 and hit confirm, like the hit confirm string, basically the hit confirm string 1 and 2. These things getting really reliable, and considering the fact you're pushing them towards and they may be expecting a mix-up, is powerful. Because if you have the execution for it, you can instantly set up a forward 3, a forward 3. Or a forward 2 if you're nearby the wall, while standing 3 at the wall, damaging. And you remain pressure because the transition is it's really fast. By the time you have input, it's almost like fair, I guess. By the time you have made the first input after the stance, the opponent is able to react again with interrupting, blocking, or in case low parrying, because you gain a couple plus frames after one hits from the 3-1 string. Usually it's 3-1-4, but if you initiate the stance, that's really good that you gain a little bit of plus frames to cover the transition. And that's overall balanced. And with this, that's all. Like, I'm a Jin main player, so that's all I can say from my perspective of. If you see, like, the only thing I don't like about Season 2 is the wall bounce. Mainly because of the way they animated this. And I'm still not liking it. Of course, if you like, for example, you're playing Jin and you input the down one, you feel the impact of this move. And with this impact you have on this move, that it results in a wall bounce like this feels kind of powerful. But it looks just not according to it. That's what I say. I'm probably able to get used to this. But when I'm stuck in a war game position and I'm gonna get hit by a move like that, you probably will get, my first reaction you saw on this, that will probably gonna get reflected over and over. They really, look at the type of, they can implement dope ass designs. Look at the main menu. Why they just copy paste that from Injustice? Why didn't they include something more Tekken style to it? But that's what I originally wanted to say. Look at all these positive changes Season 2 brought. In general, just balancing the game, giving more characters to it, new designs, new customization items coming up as well. These all are these positive things I like. And there's one thing I don't like, and that's the way of this animation. The good thing is, you don't gonna see like 6 or 7 Wallbounce animations in one game. Tekken will still remain the same when it comes to gameplay. It's just as I said, they giving you a new reliable wall game option when you're at the wall. It still depends on you if you're gonna get hit by this, if you're gonna use it, if you're gonna stick to your old style. It's obvious that it grants you a lot of damage. That's a lot of damage. Okay, that was an inside joke. Never mind. But overall, because you can't use it in a combo, it's balanced. And I think that's all I would like to cover in this reaction or review video. I have no idea how I'm gonna call it. I have to do some edits on it, so probably gonna take a couple hours because I like a lot about Tekken 7. And the thing I don't like about Tekken 7 still is that we have so less offline content. But now, in addition to this, I don't like the animation of the wall bounce. It is rewardable for me too, I ain't gonna lie, it is rewardable if you have this war game option and you land it and you grant like 70 plus damage. That's rewardable and it's effective and it's affecting your gameplay, doubtless. But the way of the animation, as I said, why copying it from Injustice if they have obviously the potential to do it the Tekken style way and they just not doing it? Why didn't they use their own potential to do something like that, their own original Tekken way? That's something I would have wished for, because this is just straight copy-paste out of it. That's maybe, and I think that's the major reason why I don't like it. Because it's just from a different game, which is the reason why it doesn't fit into this game. They should have really done something, yeah, more Tekken-like to it. As I said, my idea was to not a wall bounce, but still keeping it the same way they did it with the down. For example, now Jin's perspective, the down one initiates the wall bounce now. Instead of the wall bounce animation, doing an animation where the opponent is in the regular wall splat animation, but he just stucks longer in this wall state, in this wall splat state. That would deal probably the same amount of damage and it would still look Tekken-like. That was my idea, but we probably not gonna reach Bandai Namco with this idea, so we have to maybe get used to crossover, Injustice, wall game, taking mechanics from different games shits, like, I don't know how you wanna call it. But as I said, that's the only thing I can say, which is bad in my opinion about Season 2. Of course I heard, just like, quick note here, Claudio's getting buffed like crazy. That's a good thing for me, I guess, because he's so easy to learn and he has so less moves. That's crazy how they buffed them. Yet alone his low was strong enough with Starburst, due to the fact it's launching, it's fast and safe. Now you do not even need the Starburst no more. And the same goes for Punish too. I just don't know the input, I'm not a Claudio player. aside from that, of course, Heihachi's, I just tested that in a match. That's really something I like. Heihachi's sidestep 2-1 launches now. That's good. He really needed something like that. Of course, in general, all Mishimas got, except, no, Devil Jin 2. Because Jin not, because he's not a main Mishima. But Kazuya, Heihachi and Devil Jin all getting an increased homing on the electric. That is something I need to figure out, how much. I assume it's not that much, but even on such a good, it was already homing enough, because if you realign with the wave dash before you do an electric, you already covered the homing, the step potential of your opponent. Now, maybe just the timing on the electric is enough to catch your opponent while he's trying to step it. That's really, really dangerous. It's, as I said, probably just a small thing, and in the notes it sounds like it's a big thing. But usually, because I intend to step these, that's getting probably more trickier, I guess. But yeah, that's for you guys. This review, video, whatever you want to call it, just so that I can offer you guys something, even though I'm having a tough week right now. I don't know, like, I really, but I don't want to, like, fuck that, I'm gonna say about it, like, that, okay, stop, that, like, I'm too used to this, with this, like, stop, okay. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Let me really, if you watched the video to the very end, thank you for that, really. And I'm just curious, do you like the opinion? You do not really have to like my opinion, don't get me wrong, but do you agree to some points? Do you like the fact what I covered? How I explained these things, how I tried to show them? That would be really helpful for me, because I never really usually do these type of you cannot really call it a tutorial or basic review and all this. I don't know if I'm doing this good. I try to make it out of my own expectations, and then it's fine by me. But I'm really curious to know what you guys might think about it. But that was it from my side, and we're gonna most likely see us again on the weekend when the next streams are gonna pop up, and then we have to learn some Lay and Anor, and I have to, as soon as I end this video, purchase Lay and Anor. So yeah, that's it from me, guys, and I hope you enjoyed it, and I see you guys in the next stream.